Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Washington football team. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tackle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
It's Newton. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. This defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Newton. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So a failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Newton. Flushed out right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Gibson. And this lines up a disaster nowhere near the marker. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. To throw is Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers now on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. On play action. Now Rodgers. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis. We're scoreless after 1. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Throwing again on second down. Newton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Newton. That's out to the flat for Gibson. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off-play action, Newton. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. From the 16, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. On first down, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Tanner Muse. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Throwing on second and long. Rodgers into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now. They'll run on first down. Gibson. Open space inside the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Newton to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
His way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, trying to get things settled down a little bit.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Tanner Muse able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 2nd and a long way to go. Rodgers caught by Cobb. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. Oh, good return up past the 30. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now a timeout taken. It's a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. This will be caught by Brown. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Last week, several good performances in the NFC, but he was the conference's offensive player of the week, well over 100 yards.
And just the ability to make catches. You know, that gets underplayed sometimes because we're always looking for the move or the big run. But catch the football consistently, that racks up the yardage.
A final shot before the break. Newton slings this deep from McLaurin. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them, because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, and 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Now swing pass for Dillon. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Rodgers again now. Looking deep for Adams. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Here's a give to Jones running left. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers. Pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Jamin Davis in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Steps away to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point try now for Crosby. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
That nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. A handoff running left is Gibson. And he's going to pull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
Good guy.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
23 yards on the play. Rodgers now on first down. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just a yard to go here on second down. On the counter, here's Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Rodgers now to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Rodgers going to throw. He completes it to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They fake the give. Newton. And that's incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw, Newton. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 82 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Complete. Valdez-Scantling. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw, Rodgers. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Pass complete, Tunyon. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
How the fuck
and
is
it'll
it
be a
back?
turnover on downs. Newton to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. To throw is Rodgers. That will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Able to find Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. He's back to throw. It's complete. Lazard. Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do they do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Gibson again. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Cam to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Newton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Newton. He's got McLaurin, and he'll get a fair amount of yardage back, but now it's 4th down. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Throwing is Newton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play, has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And Crosby's kick is good. The veteran Mason Crosby comes through like he's done so many times before. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for the Packers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Washington, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to get back on track next week at